chakra, everybody just talks about the 7th chakra. तो ये चक्र कहाँ से आया? Now ये चक्र जो है, इसको बहुत ही occult चक्र बोला जाता है. It's a hidden chakra inside your body, and it doesn't come in the front till you have achieved a certain state of realization. ये अपना 8वां चक्र है, and in fact it is the most powerful chakra of your being. जैसे जैसे आप इस चक्र के बारे में जानते जाओगे, you will be saying, मैम ये तो पहले सिखाना चाहिए था. पर इसके जो lessons है वो बहुत deep होते हैं, and it is realized only by yogis in meditation. But once you know about it, you can also start working on this chakra. It is located exactly, if you see the end of your rib cage, it is located 2 finger breadths below your rib cage. So it's located at that area. And let us see about this chakra. I have prepared a small PPT to show to you. The color of this chakra is pink. So that's why here we use this color. Because see, if you see in a color spectrum, we all know the Vibgyor spectrum. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Pink कहाँ पर है? Where is pink? Where is magenta? Yes? Where do you think magenta will be? Will it be beyond violet? Will it be near red? Where will be magenta? Yes? Magenta color. Where will be magenta color? Because magenta color is a very prominent color. Where is it in the color spectrum? And this, if you just go to Google and just read articles about where is magenta. I discovered it because when I saw this chakra in my meditation, I was very shocked because I had not heard about this chakra. And then I saw this chakra very clearly. I saw that it was pink color, and then I started hunting for, or any knowledge about this chakra. I didn't find any much knowledge online about this chakra, but I understood about all the lessons of this chakra. But when I searched for magenta, I realized that magenta is a hidden color which is formed by the spectrum. The whole spectrum, the center color is magenta. But because all the colors cross out each other, it is not visible. It is not visible. Do you know which is the gemstone that works on this chakra? You'll be surprised. Diamond. Diamond works on this chakra. And the cosmic color of diamond is pink. There are many other white gemstones. Like white sapphire is there, white zircon is there, white topaz is there, crystal is there, quartz. They all are white, but they are pure white. They all work on the crown chakra. They all work on the crown chakra. But diamond works on the sacred heart. It is also called Hrit Padma, and in some gurus call it Anandamay Kosh. Now this is a chakra ruled by Shiv and Shakti. This is the location of the chakra, slightly below the heart chakra and above the Manipur chakra located on the navel. The shape is circle, color is pink, planet is Shukra, organs it governs are pancreas, stomach, eyes, heart and nervous system. So you can understand that through the nervous system it connects to the whole body. This is the only chakra in your body that connects to all the other chakras. The sense is control and the action is experience. The only purpose of this chakra is it wants to experience. This is the center of joy, happiness, Ananda. We have been having many classes on Satchit Ananda. Satchit Ananda is here in this chakra. It is experience is here. This is the center of your self-worth, center of selflessness and center of love. The color of love is actually pink. But when you go in illusion, when you call it a selfish love, it is red color. But the pure love is pink color. This is also the seat of Ahankar, I-ness, ego. When you see the mind system, you know the mind is composed of 4 parts: Manas, Chitta, Buddhi, Ahankar. Where are they located? Let us find in our body. Right? So where is Manas? Manas is here. Mera man is here. It's the Manas chakra. Chitta is here. Right? Chitta is your brain. All your memories. That is Chitta. So this is Manas. Slightly above the Agya chakra is Manas. Chitta. The Agya chakra is Buddhi. And this is Ahankar. So till there is Ahankar, the Buddhi is clouded and it doesn't work. And this Ahankar is of the body, mind, senses and your own identity. We are broadly categorized into 4 types of Ahankar, but as I told you many times, there are 108 types of Ahankar inside you. The whole process of spiritual evolution is to cleanse yourself of every single Ahankar. Every single covering that is covering your soul. Okay. Now, Hrit Padma chakra, which is located slightly below the heart chakra, in simple words, it is the seat of your Atma. Atma. It is the seat of your Atma. And because you take birth, your Atma is covered under several layers of illusions. The illusion that I am a body, illusion that I am a mind, illusion that I am senses, illusion that I am a identity. So your Atma is covered under several layers, and whatever you do, all the yogas, kriyas you do is basically to uncover the. And the Anahata chakra is the seat of the Paramatma. So it is Atma and Padma. So now this chakra is basically, it is connecting to all the 7 chakras. So actually when we learn the lessons of the 7 chakra, each lesson of the 7 chakra is learned, and after that you enter the Hrit Padma, and then again you learn the lessons of the 7 chakra. Because this chakra is connected to all the 7 chakras, and because of its connection, it makes you blocked. This chakra gets blocked because of these 5 factors in life. If you understand how to deal with these 5 factors in life, your chakra gets open. So the first factor, selfishness. A person becomes selfish only because of this chakra. क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो मेन आपका ईगो होता है, ईगो ऑफ आइडेंटिटी, दिस इज मी, माई आइडेंटिटी. और बिकॉज यू वॉन्ट टू लिव योर आइडेंटिटी, एंड द मेन need of this chakra is you want to experience. Today when you become all, can you experience the world as beautifully? No. How can we experience the world when we are different? Only then you can experience. Understand? आज जब when you become all, you can't experience the world. So we create a separation to experience. तू अलग, मैं अलग. My choice is different, your choice is different. And that is why we enjoy living in this world, because we all are different. So basically, what happens in this chakra is you develop a trait called selfishness. मैं, मेरा. How will you define selfishness in common terms? Think only about our own interest, our own needs. That is called selfish. तभी हम कहते हैं ना, ये कितना selfish है, अपना ही सोचता है, right? अब इसको कैसे समझें? क्या होता है, लोगों को जब सेल्फिश समझ नहीं आता तो दे गो ओवरबोर्ड, दे कीप ऑन थिंकिंग अबाउट अदर्स ओनली. वो भी गलत है. थिंकिंग अबाउट अदर्स भी गलत है, थिंकिंग अबाउट ओनली योरसेल्फ इज आल्सो रॉन्ग. सो व्हाट इज राइट? What is right is understanding what is selfishness. Yes, that is there, but still selfishness can be understood.
But selfishness could be when I see self only in myself. the self, like मेरे में ही है और दूसरे में नहीं है. तो whenever I don't see कि मेरे में जो है वो आप में भी है, the self, so I will cater only to self love in me. Okay? So when I hurt myself also in a way, जब मैं अपने आप को भी बहुत hurt करूँगी, that will also be selfishness.
Common good overall for society.
Okay. One is that we should not be selfish. We should try to see the common good. And selfish means that it is just me, मेरा, mine, right? थोड़ा सा और better तरह समझते हैं. Selfishness क्या होता है? Selfishness का मतलब है कि जो मेरा experience है, that is only mine. My experience is different from others' experience is selfishness.
Not sharing.
Yeah, you can say like this that we call selfishness कि share नहीं करता, वो नहीं करता, but even that is not selfishness. I will tell you a very simple way to come out of selfishness. Selfishness is not a personal definition actually. It's not a personal definition like greed. जो हमने greed की बात की थी कि greed can be a personal definition, but selfishness is not a personal definition. Now, how to understand this? What is selfishness and how can I come out of selfishness? Because sometimes people get so scared of selfishness that they all the time think of others and do for others, and that is also not right. Because एक तरफ से कहते हैं अहम ब्रह्मास्मि and there you are doing only for others. Even that is not right. Yes or no? एक तरफ से कहते हैं self worth, self esteem, self respect, self confidence, और एक तरफ से कह रहे हैं कि selfish is wrong. So now we have to understand selfish. So for this, I try to tell you in a very simple way. Selfish means that you want all the experiences only for yourself. You feel others' experience is different than your own experience. That is selfish. Right? Yeah, I am explaining this example. Suppose someone went out to Switzerland. Okay, someone went out to Switzerland and he is explaining to everybody, wow, I enjoyed so much, these are the photographs, yay. You will feel very bad. Oh, he went to Switzerland, मुझे भी जाना है. I also want to go. Suppose you see that someone got something, what you wanted in your life. He bought a nice house or he got XYZ, any kind of materialistic achievement or success, and then you feel, wow, मुझे भी चाहिए. I also want. That is being selfish. Or you feel that I have got something, it is something for me, मैं, मेरा, मेरे बच्चे. But you have to understand that when you think his experience is different and my experience is different, that is called being selfish. Let me continue, then you will understand. Now, how to understand this? आप बोलोगे मेरा एक्सपीरियंस तो मेरा है भाई, मैं जाऊंगा स्विट्जरलैंड, so I will enjoy Switzerland. He has gone to Switzerland, ये उसका एक्सपीरियंस है, right? आज ये गया अच्छे होटल में खाना खाने, he enjoyed, इतने बढ़िया सब खाया, मैं तो नहीं गया, इसका एक्सपीरियंस है ये. Yes or no? आज आपके मन में है कि somebody else's experience ये उसका एक्सपीरियंस है, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है. You are thinking yourself different from the other person. मेरे पास एक अच्छी कार है, मेरे पास एक अच्छा घर है, this is my experience, इसका एक्सपीरियंस अलग है. You are separating yourself from the other. Now, on the other side, I'll give you an example. आज आप माँ हो और आपका बेटा, आपके बेटे ने खाना खाया, don't you feel आपने भी खाना खा लिया? आज suppose घर में there is only one piece of ice cream, right? आप बच्चे को क्या बोलोगे? नहीं बेटा मेरा बिल्कुल मन नहीं है, तू खा ले. तो बच्चा जब खुशी से चाटेगा उसको, आपको नहीं लगेगा मैंने खा लिया? How happy you will be? Many times you say नहीं बेटा तू हुआ, तू जब चला जा, but you will not feel मैं नहीं गया. आज today if your close friend went to some city, right? He went to some good spot and he shares with you कि मैं पता यहाँ गया था, कहते अच्छा, फिर क्या हुआ? अरे फिर मैं ऐसे गिरा, ऐसे पड़ा, और आप भी उसके साथ हंस रहे हो, वाओ, फिर क्या किया तूने? ओहो, थोड़ी देर बाद भूल जाओगे कि वो गया था कि मैं गया था. Yes or no? आज जब आप पिक्चर देखने जाते हो, मूवीज देखने जाते हो, एंड देयर यू सी एन एक्टर रोमांसिंग, और आप भी बड़े खुश होते हो, और फिर उसकी पिटाई होती है, फिर आप दुखी होते हो. Why you align with those characters? We have the capability to align with people, and that is being selfless. Today, because of ego, you feel yourself different. But if you see examples of people whom you love, whom are close to you, you're very happy. It's possible that parents are living in many frugal means. Parents are living in very frugal means, but if they know that their son is living in America, they are very happy. My son is well settled, I am very happy here. I don't need anything. I don't need anything for myself. Yes or no? So when you can feel the same with your loved ones, you need to feel the same with every single person in the world. That is being selfless. That is being selfless. You have to break the boundary. Not just my loved ones, not just my family. When I can feel with someone, I can feel with everybody. You have to break the boundaries. Today, if my friend or a stranger, anybody he's got some experience, it is like my experience also. For this reason, why do we read books? Why do we read biographies? Yes? Why? Because his experience we are trying to imbibe. In this human birth, it's not possible for you to have every single experience. Yes or no? Today tell me, how much of your knowledge is your own experience? How much of your knowledge is your own experience? Hardly it will be 1%. 99% of what is inside you, every maths, every physics, every geography, every single knowledge that you have inside you is the experience of another person. That is realizing that actually we are meant to be selfless. Why anybody learns something and he wants to share? Why any music composer makes a music he wants to share? Because we are meant to share. We are meant to be selfless. That is the reason why we go to see movies. Why we like to hear about people. Why we like to share with people. Because it's this only. Whether it is his experience or your experience, it is the same. It's the same. Yes? So it is just a matter. Most of the lessons of Hrit Padma, they are not solved by release or anything like that. They are just solved by realization. Because this is the chakra for self-realization. Here only realize होता है. यहाँ केवल एक ज्ञान होता है जो fit करना पड़ता है. You just have to put the two things together, move your kaleidoscope in the right direction and say, yeah, oh, Eureka. This is the chakra for finding the reality. Clear? Because jealousy is what? A trait of the Vishuddha chakra. So jealousy we have to work on by learning the lessons of the Vishuddha chakra. After you have learned the lessons and you come to the Hrit Padma, a time comes when anybody gets anything, anybody is getting XYZ in his life, whether it is materialistic, physical, materialistic success, you will feel it's your own. There is no boundary. There is no boundary left. You become pure, selfless being in this chakra. Basically, it is a way of looking at others' experiences like your experience. Even if you don't relate to it, it's okay. But today if you feel he has enjoyed, this person has got success or this person has got what I wanted in my life, you relate to it that yes, it is not different, it is me only. Because as I said, this is the seat of the Atma. And the Atma is the only one that knows that everyone else is also the same Atma. Everyone else is also a wave of the same ocean. And ultimately everybody is the ocean. It's only the Atma which is similar among all the beings. Yes? Body is different. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's mind is different. Everybody's senses are different. Everybody's identity or life purpose is different. But ultimately everybody's Atma is the same. So that is why these lessons are learned so that you realize oneness with everybody. Yes, this is the chakra for extreme purity. Extreme purity. After this chakra is awakened, you become very, very pure. ये चक्र में what happens? All the egos reside. और आप चक्र तक तभी पहुंचते हो जब maximum egos जा चुके हो. Very few coverings are left, and all those rest coverings are also removed to reveal the pure you. Jealousy is very different. You are jealous of the other person. You are jealous that why he has got and I have not got. That's a very different emotion. And selfish means I want only for myself. My experience is purely myself, it has nothing to do with others. I will be happy, enjoy everything in my own community or in my own family. It's my experience alone. That is selfishness.
Self-centered.
You can call it like that.
Respecting the other's feeling and experience.
It is realizing that others' experience is also my experience. I will again repeat. Today when you saw your son having that experience, you felt you had it, right? Yes or no? When you felt your loved one had that experience, you also had it. So why not the other person deserves your love? Why that other person doesn't deserve your love? I think maybe I missed one part. I should have said something before this. That's why you're not able to relate it. Let's understand what is love. Because when you don't understand love, you can't understand selflessness. What is love now? Let's talk about it. Because love resides in this chakra. You all know Venus is a planet of love and money. And this chakra is about love and money. So what is love? Let us try to know. क्या है? प्यार क्या है?
Your love is loving everybody.
Yes, this we know that pure love means loving everybody. पर आज आपकी लाइफ में to how many people do you say I love you? आज अपने लाइफ में अगर I love you बोला है, वो किसको बोला है? बताइए, एक दो नाम बताइए, कौन से रिलेशंस में I love you बोला था? First parents को, yes. Second, you will tell your spouse, you will tell your siblings, you will tell your children. Will you ever tell your boss I love you? Will you ever tell your colleague I love you? So now when you start observing, whom do we say I love you? Start observing commonly, whom do you say I love you? All the people who give you physical stability. All the people. Your parents gave you birth. You gave birth to your children. Your brothers and sisters are also physically, they are going to help you. Any friend of yours who gives you physical stability, your spouse gives you physical stability, you are telling your girlfriend I love you so that she becomes your spouse. I love you we only tell to people with whom we want physical stability, full stop. You never tell your teacher, you never tell your friend with whom you go out, you enjoy. Because with them the relationship is sharing. Maybe sharing of thoughts, or maybe sharing of emotions, or sharing of knowledge. With those people you won't say I love you.
Maybe because the other person is interpreting it in the other way.
You're scared of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, we have to see like this, that traditionally, since so many years, what we are taught, what we are doing, we are telling I love you to only such people. Yes or no? Traditionally, let's talk like that, traditionally. As we are saying that the other person might misinterpret. Why doesn't your brother misinterpret? See, why doesn't your brother misinterpret? Why we are thinking that when I say I love you, the girl will interpret like this? Because love को taint किया गया है, love को corrupt किया गया है. एक pink love को red love किया गया है. Love को मूलाधार चक्र से associate किया गया है. Today love has been associated with Mooladhara chakra. It is associated with stability, and that's the problem. The real love is actually love associated with the heart. Now let us try to understand this more deeper. Because today most of the people are suffering because of love. They marry each other and then they say, oh, we fell out of love, so they separate. I don't love her anymore. Right? We don't have love left between us. This is the most ridiculous part in the world. Recently, I had a couple who came to me, in which the boy said, I want to marry her, and the girl said, I'm not sure I love him. So I had to really do a lot of counseling to show that the real secret is love exists. Love is not a doing. Love is not a verb. Love is. It's a noun. The day you are born, there is love. You are a being of love. You are meant of love. You are formed of love. How can you say, I don't love her, I don't love her? You are born of love. Love is something like oxygen. It's something like oxygen within you. It just flows from you to another person, from another person to you. It just flows. It is not that something that comes out of you. It's not your DNA or some blood or something coming out of you to another person. It's just that you allow love from you to another person. You open up your heart and you allow yourself to love the other person. Or you allow the other person to love you. You can say in one way, love is synonymous with trust. Today, any person whom you can trust with your stability, you open up your heart and you say, I love you, I trust you. That is I love you. But in the spiritual path, as we become cleansed and pure, right, we are supposed to realize every single person in the love deserves to be loved. And you deserve to be loved. You are lovable just because you are. You try very hard that no, I should do something to be lovable. But you have to understand, you are love itself. You are love itself. It's as common as oxygen. But it's possible you don't align with another person because of his choices, because of his identity. It's possible you have a difference of opinion with another person. But love is still there.
So does it mean love is unconditional? It doesn't depend on the situation?
You can say love exists. It doesn't mean that it is unconditional. Unconditional means same thing. It exists. It just exists. But it is possible two people don't get along because of their choices. It's possible that there are couples, they decide that okay, we will marry, but after some time they decide that no, my priorities in life are different, your priorities are different, so they can decide okay, let us separate. But that doesn't mean love has gone. Love still is there. Love is there. You have to realize it exists. The only thing is because of difference in priorities, you have decided to part ways. Similarly, in this world, there are so many people. But there are certain people you align with because they are useful to you at a particular moment of time. Now, the big question comes. Today you say, I love you to only people who give you stability, who help your body to survive for a long time. But why do you say that other people don't deserve to be loved? How are you sure that suppose in a time of need, a stranger will not help you? It's possible, right? Today you think, oh, I love only this person because you feel that person is giving you stability. But can you guarantee कि जब आपको सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होगी तो stranger आपको help नहीं करेगा, कोई अनजान person आपको help नहीं करेगा, जिस person ने आपने expect नहीं किया था वो आपको help कर देगा. आपको अपने प्यार का दायरा निकालना बहुत बड़ा करना पड़ेगा. आपको अपने प्यार के दायरे को बड़ा करना पड़ेगा कि आज दुनिया में every single person deserves my love and I deserve their love. Why should I limit it to only my family people? आज पेरेंट्स को बच्चों से क्यों मोह होता है? Because आपकी बॉडी बताती है प्यार कर क्योंकि बच्चा बड़ा होगा तेरा ख्याल करेगा. It is in the mind. See, you might not realize it. Some parents say नहीं मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता बच्चे अपने अपने रास्ते जाएं. It's not so bad. आपका बॉडी चाहता है I will take care of the child, इसको मैं अच्छा खाना खिलाऊं, इसको अच्छा नरिश करूं, क्योंकि इवेंचुअली बच्चा बड़ा होकर मेरा ख्याल करेगा. It is always there.
So that's a selfish motive.
Yeah, but see, we can't call it selfish motive because वो बच्चा ही आपका है, वो बना ही उसके लिए, वो relationship stability की बनी है. He better take care of you. Your child better take care of you. It's a partnership. It's not selfishness. Why have you given birth to the child? आपने बच्चे को क्यों जन्म दिया? इसलिए दिया है ना, so that he will grow up and he will take care of you. It's not selfish. It's a partnership. It's a partnership. He better take care of you. I have some parents, who come and tell me, कि नहीं, my बच्चा तो it's okay now, he's there. It's okay now, we don't need him, this, that. I said, why? Why don't you realize you deserve to be supported? Let the child better take care of you. Let it do some arrangement if you are not well, to send his wife over or take care of you. You should realize it is your birthright. But then they think, no, मैंने अपना कर्म कर दिया. What was your karma? This is exchange, Why are you only giving from one side? Why are you thinking I only have to do for the children? Children don't have to do for me. Of course they should do for you. You should allow that partnership to happen, When you are giving, you also better give when the time comes. So today you can come out of moha also. You can come out of moha. When you realize that love is there everywhere. Why only to limit us? कि मेरा परिवार ये, this is selfishness. कि मेरा परिवार, मेरे लोग, ये मुझे help करता है, I love you. ये मुझे कभी help करेगी, I love you. I love you. I love you. अरे उसको छोड़ो, सड़क का पर्सन भी I love you, इसको भी I love you, इसको भी I love you. कौन मुझे help कर देगा? You don't know how many people are helping you in invisible ways. People who are writing books, I love you. People who are teaching me in different ways by their examples, I love you. लोग मेरे को अनजान तरीके से, जिस पर्सन ने जो फार्मर ने खेती करके ये खाना मेरी टेबल पे लाया है, I love you. जो पर्सन ने वो कपड़े सिले हैं जो मैं पहन रहा हूँ, I love you. जिस पर्सन जो मैं घर में रह रहा हूँ, I love you. The person who has invented the electricity and all the conveniences or the conveyances, whatever I am using in my life, I love you. Every person in the world deserves I love you because every person is helping you in some way or the other. He is helping you. Maybe he is helping you with an example. Even a stranger whose story you read in a newspaper, and because of that story you get inspired or you get a warning, I should not do this in my life or I should do this in my life, I love you. He is also helping me. Yes or no? Everybody is helping you in some way or the other. Everybody is enhancing your stability in life. So this then आप अपना दायरा बड़ा करोगे and start saying I love you to everybody. You will understand the meaning of love. And then you will understand the meaning of selflessness. Why only the people who will help me in some way or the other? Why I am only feeling selfless for the people who are close to me. And people I don't know, I am selfish. No. He will help me in some time in my life. He is helping me in some way or the other. Even the person for whom you have jealousy, with whom you are jealous, he is also inspiring you or teaching you in some other way. Maybe he is also inspiring you how to come out of jealousy. I love you. Everyone is helping you in some way or the other. Even your enemy is helping you. Even your well-wisher, even your person whom you feel that he is having evil intent from me, everybody is helping you in some way or the other. For every single person, it is I love you. And love is very healing. I tell you, when you fall in love, when you realize love, your heart opens. And when your heart opens, your Atma comes in the front and it's very healing. If you are in love, you will realize you won't have any sickness in your life. There will be no illness, there will be no weakness, because love makes you very energized. You might have experienced if you had fallen in love with a red color love in your life, you would have felt very sprightly, very sporty at that time. What if you fall in love with the world? What if you fall in love with the world? It will be so immense. It will be so immense. But this is a very big challenge of this chakra. Because love doesn't happen till all the 7 chakras are properly opened. Because somewhere, some ego or the other comes in the way. But we should know what is the goal, so reaching there will be faster. So everyone understood selfishness? Yes? Now everybody is going to become selfless and it's just a practice. Next day when you see someone telling about an experience, you say, wow, yeah, so nice, great, very nice. Try to learn more from him. Today what you do when he talks about experience, you say, छोड़ ना, बिल्कुल मेरे को इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है ऐसी चीज़ में. I am not interested. I don't. क्या जगह है कोई जाने की, छोड़ो. You feel so much inside that you don't want to even hear about it. Next time, open up your heart. When anybody tells anything, listen to him carefully. Very nice. Or क्या किया? Learn it. Say, wow, I am also enjoying. I am also experiencing the same. Start enjoying in others' success. Whenever you see anybody getting success or doing something good, just start enjoying and say, wow, boss ने तेरी प्रशंसा करी, बहुत अच्छा है, तूने क्या किया था? कहते देख मैंने ऐसा काम किया, so nice, कैसे किया? How did you do? Help me also. Start vibrating with others' success. You see how much of joy you get. Now we come to the next one. Low self-worth. This chakra gets blocked when a person feels worthless. When he feels that I don't have any worth. Right? I'm not contributing anything to the world. I'm not worthy enough. Yes? So how will you define low self-worth? I want to know from you. Yes? He's saying that for me, lack of knowledge is low self-worth. Anybody else? What is low self-worth?
I feel when things don't work out as per your desire or expectations, you already get pulled and feel that you're worthless.
When things don't happen, or when you want to do many things but you are all not able to do it, or you're not doing it because of lethargy, laziness, etc., you feel very bad about yourself and you reject yourself saying, I have got low self-worth. Right? You could call that lack of confidence, low self-esteem. They are actually traits of other chakras. Right? Low self-esteem is a trait of Swadhisthana chakra. Low self-respect, Manipur chakra. Low confidence, Vishuddha chakra. What is lack of self-worth? What is low self-worth? You don't feel you are worthy enough. Right? As she said, that if I think that things don't work my way, I am working but things are not working my way, I have low self-worth. Piyush is saying that if I have lack of knowledge, I feel low self-worth. Anybody else? How can you say what is low self-worth?
When you don't get your rights.
When you don't get your rights. When you feel that what I should be getting in my life logically, that is low self-worth. Anybody else?
When you don't accept the situations in your life and accept your mind, like acceptance नहीं है अपनी whoever you are.
Okay.
You think people
They
don't
start
know you.
comparing and
Okay. Basically, your low self-worth is coming from how the world is behaving towards you. If someone is not loving you, someone is not giving you that appreciation, or you are not getting what you think you should get in your life, whether it is success, whether it is materialistic, you develop a low self-worth. Yes or no? Yes? You develop a low self-worth because you are referencing the world for it. You are referencing the world for it, so you are developing low self-worth. And sometimes it is possible you are referencing yourself also. You are thinking you should be this in your life, you have certain aims, ambitions, goals for yourself, and you are not achieving in your life. So you feel there is something wrong in me and you develop low self-worth. But you have to understand, can your worth be defined? Can your worth be defined? Whether it is the world not giving you or whether you are not able to achieve, can your worth be defined? Today, when you say I have low self-worth, or when you develop low self-worth, so be it. You know the law of attraction. Whatever you are attracting in your life. To get what you want in your life, you have to become that. You have to become that. So if you have low self-worth, you are attracting the same. You are attracting a lesser pay, a lesser value for what you are doing. It could be your service, selling of products. You are getting lesser value because you have low self-worth. So how to come out of it? And again, this chakra, there is nothing called release anymore. It is realization, and the realization can happen sitting on the chair. Have you all understood selfishness? You have understood, right? You know it is a matter of practice, and if you do the practice even for 10 days, you can come out of selfishness. Yes or no? Now, how to come out of low self-worth? Sitting on the chair. First, know. You are nobody to give yourself value. The world is not sufficient enough to give you value. Because today, because you are born, you have a value. Because you are born for a certain purpose. It is not seen today, but it exists. Yes or no? Your life purpose exists in the Hrit Padma chakra. And who will say that it has no value? It is the richest. It is the queen of the universe. Your life purpose, it is the epitome of achievement. It exists in your chakra. Have you ever called a small child as having low self-worth? Will you call a small child that he is useless? He is not working. He has got no education. Will you call a small child less worthy? Yes or no? How are you calling a big adult less worthy? Because it is your reference and your identification. Yes or no? जब एक छोटा बच्चा लेस वर्दी नहीं हो सकता तो आप तो बड़े हो. आपने तो बहुत सीखा है उसके हिसाब से, बच्चे के हिसाब से. You learn so much in your life. You've got education. You've got so many experiences in your life. Why are you evaluating based on whatever you call success or failure? It could be learning lessons in life. Who are you to evaluate, your worth? That is why universe has given the gem of this chakra as diamond. Tell me something, if you find a rock in the mud, right, but it is an unpolished diamond, can you find its price? Can you find its price? So there is a small story. One student, he went to his master. Master, what is my worth? What is my worth? So master gave him a stone, pink color. He said, what you do is, you go around and ask everybody the value of this stone. So he first went to the vegetable seller. Hello, how much will you give me for this? He said, see, I have got no use for this, but what it looks nice, I can put it on my stall. What I'll do is, I'll give you a sack of potatoes. He said, okay, I'll just think about it. Right? Then he goes to another person. He says that I've got this stone. He said, I don't know, but it looks nice, glittering, shining. So what I'll do is, I'll give you this bag of clothes. So he said, okay, I'll think about it. Right? So he goes to many people for this stone, and everyone gives him something or the other. Okay, I don't know what it is, but I'll give you this, I'll give you this. Finally, he gets an idea that it is a stone. Let me go to a jeweler. Maybe it is some gemstone. So he goes to a very big jeweler. He's got so many shops all around the country. So he goes and tells him that, sir, please can you tell me the value of this stone? He examines it properly, looks here, there, and then he says that even if I sell my entire assets, I can't pay the value of this precious ruby. I can't pay the value. It's so expensive. To find your worth, you have to find the right zori. Today you have not found the right person to evaluate you, and so you are feeling I am less worthy. Wait for the zori. Right? Let the diamond be polished. The time will polish the diamond. You will learn now. You learn with every experience. Not this birth, next birth. You will get polished. And one day your value will be realized. That is your worth. You are not less than a diamond. Yes? So clap for all the diamonds here. He is the same diamond. जब तक वो सोचेगा कि मैं निकम्मा हूँ, so be it. What does it matter? Actually, people don't exist. You have to understand that when there are different waves in the ocean, you are the ocean. Why are you bothering about the waves? Why are you bothering? The day you change, the reflection in the mirror will change automatically. You only have to change. You only have to change. This chakra teaches you how to go inside. We'll talk more deeper. If everybody is as attentive as this, we'll go very deeper into the chakra after the break.
I didn't understand the difference between low self-worth and low self-esteem. Some of the same.
Self-esteem means you don't accept your identity. Whatever is your identity, you are not accepting your identity and you are rejecting it. That is low self-esteem. You feel I am not good enough. I am not good enough. And low self-esteem has more to do with relationships. I can't handle relationships. You allow people to take advantage of you. Right? So basically you allow people to come into your boundary. It's more to do with my identity. You feel people are more superior to me and you allow them to cross your boundaries. So basically it has more to do with your identity. Low self-worth has more to do with your value. What is the value you have in life?
Basically, how you let the world validate your
value. What is your value? आपका पैसे के टर्म्स में कितनी वैल्यू है? आपकी जरूरत के टर्म्स में कितनी वैल्यू है? Right? Something like a lady struggled all her life. She left her job, she left everything, right? And she thought that I will take care of my children, right? So she took care of her children. But a stage comes in many of the ladies' life where they feel that nobody respects my identity. How much I did for everybody, but they are not respecting my identity. So that is low self-esteem. Because she did not realize that she was a lady also. She had her own ambitions and desires. But she lived like a mother and a wife all her life. So she lost her identity. That is low self-esteem. Maybe she really doesn't care about the worth. She cares more about the identity. This chakra, there is only realization. There is no meditation for it. There is hardly any release for it. We can create one. We'll create one in the next class, in the next part. But this chakra is only realization. You only have to sit and realize, aha, and the realization has happened now. When I am telling you all this, I learned in period of months. But when I tell you, it's a minute of 5 minutes that you have realized. And there is a subtle difference between low self-worth and low self-esteem. If you just think, low self-esteem is Swadhisthana chakra. I am not good enough. And low self-worth is here. That I am not worthy enough. I am not worthy enough for the world. It's a little different. Correct?
This is not a chakra of logic or intelligence. As you said, it is a chakra of realization.
That is pure intelligence here. That is pure intelligence.
But logical intelligence.
Yes.
अगर दिमाग से इसको समझने की कोशिश करेंगे तो everything will be futile. What you said, word बात आपने बहुत अच्छे यूज किया, realization. तो अनुभूति लेनी पड़ती है.
It's just realization.
Is it understanding your own capacity and potential?
Actually, it's not understanding your own capacity and potential. It is realizing you are an unpolished diamond. That's it. You have to accept yourself as an unpolished diamond and let the world polish you. That's it. Know that I am worthy. It is not about having. It's not about having high self-worth. It is not about having low self-worth. It's about knowing that I am worthy. The Zohari will come. The Zohari will come. The right time will come. Is the meaning. Clear?
Changes when the mind changes.
You can say the day you know that Zohari will come, I have worked. I am an unpolished diamond. Let my time come. Let my time come. It won't change with time. It will stay there. The diamond will stay there. It will only get polished. Now basically, when this chakra gets blocked, you have these emotional effects. You have a lot of negativity. People become cruel because of this chakra. Frigid, lack of emotions, depression, stingy, lack of love, self-centered. These are the emotional blocks you have when this chakra gets blocked. Yes? Stingy is this only. Stingy is more to do with selfishness. More to do with selfishness also. That is also comes in this chakra. Because see, Venus is the planet of love and money, no? Yes or no? And diamond is again a gemstone of wealth. So today, all your notions about wealth also come to an extent in this chakra. So stinginess also comes in this chakra. You don't want to spend. Physically, these are the diseases that happen only because of Hrit Padma chakra. Blood pressure, heart attack, diabetes, nerve issues, eye issues, paralysis and 7 chakra blockages. Hesitation is not. It's again maybe Vishuddha or Mooladhara, which is willpower. So you can see that so many diseases which people are suffering in their present lifestyle, and as they go through, you will understand why which kind of people have heart attack, which kind of people have diabetes, which kind of people have nerve issues, eye issues, because this chakra is connected with the Agya chakra. When this chakra is blocked, the third eye also gets blocked. Agya chakra gets blocked because, as I said, the buddhi is covered with the ahankar. And because of this, you are not able to see the reality. The reality is always twisted. So people who have eye issues like very low vision or dry eyes or very chronic eye issues, are basically people with this chakra blockage. And because of the blockage, the main effect that happens, you are alienated from the world. You feel that you are different than the world. The ultimate realization of this chakra is self. That I am the only one who exists. Everyone else is an extension of me. I am the body, everyone else is a part of the body. That is the realization of this chakra. That I am the body, everyone else is a part of the body. But the ego wants you to feel separated from the world, and that is the effect of the blockage. You feel you are different, and that is why all these things come. Low self-worth, selfishness, lack of love, it all happens because you are finally alienated from the world. So we talked about low self-worth. That when this chakra gets blocked, you don't realize that you are a diamond actually in the waiting. And then there is selfishness. We talked about selfishness. Hate also comes in this chakra. All the negativity that you have in your life, many of the negativity you can't deal with. Yes? Suppose people have behaved ill towards you. It could be your own parents, it could be your spouse, it could be someone you loved. When people behave negatively towards you, you store everything in this chakra. Everything. Every single memory of it is stored in this chakra. When you actually reach this chakra, there is time when you see so much negativity inside you that you are not able to face it. You realize that there was so much negativity that you had saved inside, you had collected inside. Even after you had cleansed all the 7 chakras. You store it deep, deep inside. Today, if you notice yourself in your marital life, that everything is going well, and suddenly one day, you tell your husband that, this you did to me at that time, and I can't forget it. It's coming from the Hrit Padma, not from the mind. Long-standing hurt is stored in the Hrit Padma chakra for years, because how will the ego survive? You have so many egos there. So to survive, they collect all the hateful memories, they make it, they nurture it. For years and years, it is inside the Hrit Padma and you don't know. But it is shaping the way you look at the world. The way you are looking at the world is changing because you have so much negativity and hate inside this chakra. So this is the chakra which makes you hate people because of how they behave, because of how they do, makes you hate people. But you have to first realize, is there anybody worth hating in this world? Is there someone who's really bad in this world? Yes? Is there somebody worth disliking or rejecting in this world? Or it is only your definition? Because what is the truth? Everybody else should agree to it. Yes or no? If you hate a person, can you say he's a person everyone should hate? Or is there some person who sympathizes with the person? Maybe his mother, maybe his child, maybe his sister loves him. Then someone will love the person, no? It means your hate is wrong. You see anybody in this world, there are people who love the person, who are with the person, who agree with the person, who sympathize with the person. And it is very much possible you hate a person, but when you really come closer to him and when you really understand why he did all this, maybe you realize there was nothing wrong he did. He did out of his own weakness, compulsion, perception. Yes? So you have to understand there is nobody worth hating in this world. How can you hate anybody in this world? However he is behaving today, is because of his some past experience. It's because of his some limitation. Yes? वही उसकी weakness है. That's why he is behaving like this. Who are you to hate a person? So this chakra makes you look at everybody in such a way that there is nobody to hate. He just is. He just is. It's possible, no? But understand, the circumstances also came into being because there was a lesson to be learned. But today, this chakra teaches you, you can't hate anything in this world. You can't hate anything in this world. So you have to come out of this hate. I hate this person, I hate this person, I hate. You can't hate anyone, nobody. The struggles and all, of course, they come in your life because you're meant to learn to handle them, right? But the struggles will come till there is something to be learned in your life. The day there is nothing to be learned in your life, there will be no more struggles. Because you will not call them struggles, no? You will call them opportunities. When you call them opportunities, they are no longer struggles. Today you call anything as struggle, as pain, as takleef, as mushkil, because आपको आंसर नहीं आ रहा है और आपको बहुत struggle करके उसका आंसर ढूंढना है. But as we talked in the Satchid Anand class, that you have to understand you are pure intelligence. Today this is the seat of Atma, and Atma is nothing but pure intelligence. जिस दिन आपको अपनी आत्मा समझ आ जाएगी, you will realize the only happiness I get in my life is when I use my intelligence. तो जब भी आपको अपना इंटेलिजेंस यूज करने का मौका मिलेगा, बस you are happy. So you call struggles and challenges as a reason to be happy. You will have a reason to be happy because there is, you got an opportunity to use your intelligence. Today, because you align with your ego, your body says, oh, I want to rest, I want आराम. लाइफ में बस बैंक में थोड़े पैसे हो, घर वाले ज़्यादा परेशान ना करें, बस मैं सोऊं, आराम करूं. Your body only wants to live for a long time. Your mind says कि बस I want to do my role play. I want to be a perfect mother, perfect wife. I want to have growth in my career. बस. But understand that every ego has got its own reference. Your body wants to rest, lethargy. Your mind wants to only play its role. Your senses want only to enjoy. कभी खट्टा, कभी मीठा, कभी सुख, कभी दुख. But the day you come out of all these, you realize your pure self, which is intelligence, and you only love to be intelligence. That is Ananda, and that is going to the Ananda ocean. Living as pure intelligence is going to the Anandamay ocean. But today, thinking, oh, intelligence, I have to think about it, I have to work on it. That's why you feel tired. That's why when any obstacle or challenge comes, you feel tired. That, oh, मुझे इतना काम करना है. But the day you remove, you are not the body जिसको काम करना. Body belongs to you, but you are not the body. It's like just like a car belongs to you, you are not your car. Drive it, no? So body is a vehicle given to you. Drive it. Similarly, mind, your knowledge, is a tool given to you. Use it. Use it. Your senses are tools given to you. Use them. But finally, you are the intelligence. You just be. You just be. They all are working for you. Everyone is working for you. You are only intelligence. You are not doing anything. Then you start enjoying life. Because you have got 3 tools with you. They will go with you. Yeah, hate and dislike. So we have to understand this, that there is nobody who is worth hating. There is nobody worth disliking. Everything just is. Everything is your definition, and come out of this definition. There is nobody worth that. Because see, the simple thing is, this chakra is for self-realization. Now what is self-realization? What is self-realization? Self-realization means, I tell you in a very, very simple way. Today you know that your man, your thoughts, right? You know that your man and thoughts, they are going in all different directions. Yes? When you meditate, what is your attempt? What do you try to do with your man when you meditate? You try to bring the man to yourself. You try to bring the man to yourself and try that you don't run here and there, you just come in the now. Because who is there in the now? The Hrit Padma, the Atma. Yes or no? The Atma is there in the now. Yes? So, you are attempting in meditation that your man comes in the now. Yes? So basically self-realization is when your thoughts only think from within.
Self-control.
Today your thoughts are going in all different directions. It is looking to the world, it's not looking inside. Today the attempt of every single meditation is to bring the man inside. You have to bring your thoughts inside. Right? Do you know your thoughts are so powerful? Yes? Thoughts are called Shakti. And thoughts create things. Yes or no? Thoughts create things. Wherever your thoughts go, the things are getting created. Today your biggest problem is your thoughts are all the time going to pain and struggles, and so will it. You're creating them. You're creating them. That's why more and more we meditate, more and more we try to harness the thoughts inside. Because in your Hrit Padma, in your Atma, there is no negativity, there is only purity. If your thoughts are able to come inside, you are able to create what you want. And that is, you become a creator in this chakra. Yes or no? So your man, you have to harness the man so that it thinks for you. But your man has got one chief feature. जो आपका मन है ना, मनस, जो हमने माइंड सिस्टम में देखा था, मनस, चित्त, बुद्धि, अहंकार. Your manas has got one main feature. What is the main feature? It only runs to who is shouting the loudest. Your man runs to who is shouting the loudest. Today what happens? In your chitta there are so many vrittis, so many definitions, so many pain, so much of pleasure. Your man is all the time running inside your chitta, or it is going to the outside world. Today suppose your mind is focused on something. You are thinking about, oh, how will I buy a house? How will I buy a house? And then suddenly you hear the news in the company. The recession ho raha hai, and many people older than 5 years working, they are being removed. Now your mind will start thinking, oh, what if I am removed? What if I am removed? What if I am removed? Yes? Then suddenly you hear about some relative being sick. Right? And then your man will go, oh, he's sick, he's sick, he's sick. Yes? Your man is going to places where there is loud shouting. Today, if you want self-realization, you have to remove this shouting. You have to remove this shouting. The world will shout, but you have to change the definition. It is not shouting. You have to change it. You have to remove the part of hate, because if you hate someone, it is shouting. If you have got a pain inside you, it is shouting. If you have got pleasure inside you, it's shouting. That is why in yoga what you do, you remove all the negativity, all the pain, all the definitions. When you remove all the definitions, the man has got nowhere to go. And then it realizes that the maximum who is shouting is the Atma. So it will go to the Atma. If it is pure love, there is no rhythm. If it is pain and pleasure, then there is a rhythm. If the love is for the sake of pain and pleasure, if it is the attachment like love, there is a rhythm. But when it is a pure divine love, it is your inherent nature. What we talk in Sat Chit Anand. Whenever there is compassion, there is no rhythm. Whenever there is Chit, which is love, there is no rhythm. And when there is intelligence, there is no rhythm. Because this is your inherent nature. So what we are talking is that this Hrit Padma chakra is the most beautiful chakra inside your body. It is the seat of your Atma. Here all your senses reside. Your senses, they reside here. All your senses start working from this chakra, and this is the chakra where all the egos are created, which cover your being so that the world doesn't know who you are. And that is why the whole process of yoga is to basically remove all these egos and to attain union with Paramatma. Now, very beautiful question. The thoughts, the mind, how they are linked with intelligence. Yes? Now, I'll tell you very, very simple answer. You'll be surprised. Your Atma is intelligence. The day you connect with your Atma, you are intelligent. Your Atma is pure intelligence. Atma, intelligence is not a thought process. Your Atma is intelligence. You are universal intelligence. But how do you connect to your Atma? How do you connect to your intelligence? Only when you come in the now. And that's the biggest problem. You're not in the now. Because you will go where your man will go. You will go where your thoughts will go. That is why we learn so much in meditation. How so many things are revealed in meditation. When they say that Newton found the law of gravity, he found it definitely in meditation. He must be meditating under the apple tree and the apple fell down and he came. He just thought why the apple came down and why it didn't go up. It was all meditation. You know what he was sitting under there, what he was doing under the tree. So everything, every big discovery, is done only in meditation. In meditation, you are yourself and it is pure intelligence. And today, why you are not able to tap the pure intelligence 24/7? Because you run with your man. Wherever your man goes, you go with the man. And today it's very difficult to bring the man in your control. Very difficult to have Hanuman. And why do you do meditation? Why do you do pranayam? Why do you do kriyas? Only to bring the man to yourself. This brings us to a very big question. A very big revelation. Pranayam is done in Hrit Padma chakra. Whenever you do any pranayam, you do only for the Hrit Padma chakra. Pranayam is a trait of the Hrit Padma chakra. Because when you can control your breath, you can control your mind. Only with breathing, you can be enlightened. Because your breathing, your breath goes with your thoughts. The breath and the thoughts are totally linked. That is why if you want to control your thoughts, you only look at the breath. Just look at the breath. See the breath. If you see the breath, you can't think. You can't think. You can do something and you can think. Yes or no? But when you look at your breath, you can't. And that is why Hanuman is what? Surrender of the thoughts, surrender of the man. And he is called Vayu Putra. He is linked with Vayu. So today, if you are able to breathe, and now you just do this, like when you breathe, you will notice that for some time you are able to look at your breath, maybe for a few milliseconds, and suddenly your thoughts take you somewhere. Yes, if you are able to control your breath, you are able to control your thoughts. And that is why the different pranayam that were made, Bhasrika, Kapalbhati, they were only made so that the breath surrenders and it comes to you. Your breath is the maximum, highest source of energy to you. Your breath is the highest source of energy to you. With every single breath, you are taking in oxygen. Yes, you are getting prana from the breath. कितना ज़्यादा प्राण आपको मिल रहा है because you are breathing every minute. How all do you get prana in the body? What are the different ways you get prana in the body because of which you are surviving? Yes? First is food. How many times do you eat food? Around 3 times, and that also most of the time you are eating dead food. All mara hua khana, pisa hua khana, dried food. So you are hardly getting any energy from food. Today, if you are eating food and after food you say, "Ab sone ka man kar raha hai," understand the food is dead. Today, after food, if you feel energized, know that the food is alive. Basically, you understand. For us, it is very important to have prana. Okay, because only with prana we are able to do things in our life. Prana is not needed only for bodily activities. It is also used to get success in your life. Today you want to attract a job. Yes, you want to attract an opportunity in your life. You want to materialize a desired goal. You need prana. Yes. Now how do you get prana inside your body is majorly by the food that you are eating. But today you understand. Most of the food that you are eating is dead food. What do you mean by dead food? It is devoid of all the prana. Which food is devoid of all the prana? You have to understand that all the food that you are eating, which is not wholesome. Today, if you are eating atta brought from the market, it is dead. If you are making idli out of a ready-made recipe of rice available in the market, it is dead. Poha is dead. It's dried rice. Upma is dead. Dalia is dead. Cornflakes is dead. Musli is dead. This is not what will we eat. Every single thing that you see that in the Western countries, cancer is on a rise. Because what are they eating? Everything dead. They are buying vegetables also which are pre-cut. You have to understand, if you cut the vegetables, they will survive for maybe 3 hours or 4 hours. After that, they are dead. Keeping them in the refrigerator is not making them alive. It is just not making the smell come out of it. It is not letting the bacteria come out of it. Yes or no? Just like you put your dead body in the morgue. It's dead, no? So today the vegetable, if you have a whole vegetable, it will survive for maybe 7 days or 6 days. If you keep a whole apple, whole orange, it will survive for 6-7 days. But the moment you cut it, it will survive only for a couple of hours. And after you cook it, another couple of hours. But today what you do, you will cook food in the morning, you will eat the same food in the night. Maybe next morning also. It's dead. All these food, today if you are eating wheat, wholesome wheat, right? If you are able to make something out of the wholesome wheat, you can sprout it and make some vegetable. Or you have got an atta grinding machine in the house, which I recommend everybody buys. You should buy an atta grinding machine. Just grind the atta and use it for 5 days. After 5, it is dead. Even for besan, it is dead. Please eat besan ke pakode and see that how tired you feel. Food is supposed to give you energy, not make you want to sleep. Because your body tells you, I have lost all the energy, please you go to sleep. So that there is no other activity done by you which is depleting me. So after food, you are sleeping. And poor body is digesting something which is dead. You are spending energy to digest your food and you are becoming weaker. Today, most of the people have problems of diabetes, and lot of health issues. Even cancer happens because you are eating dead food. Most of the food that people are eating is dead.
Even when we have the sweets, also we feel less.
See, we have to understand milk. Okay, milk. If milk has got property, like if you make it curd, it can survive for a long time. If you make paneer, it can survive for a long time. As the milk sweets, you are supposed to eat only in 2 days or so. But yes, all the other sweets, whatever you eat, bundi ka laddu, dead. Besan ki barfi, dead. Everything is dead, you see. All the mithais are dead actually. All the chocolates are dead. See, if you take the cocoa beans and you grind them and then you make a chocolate fresh, it's okay. Do you know bread is dead? Do you know bun is dead? Do you know pizza is dead? When I tell no, my children just walk off. They say, Mama, please. They are not ready to listen. But see, this is a practical life and I have experience in my life because I was not aware about it. But what happened was, because I was doing meditation, so I used to be surprised that whenever I used to eat, I remember I told you once in a class that in the last 2 years I did not eat wheat, at all. Because I had stopped wheat, bread, pizza. Because I found that whenever I used to eat, I couldn't meditate. I used to feel so dark energy within me that I could not meditate. Slowly, I started cancelling these things in my life. Because for me, if I couldn't do meditation, there couldn't be a worse punishment for me. Because it was the only happiness that I had in my life. So when I started cancelling certain things in my life, then I cancelled a couple of things. Okay, one day she made poha. I said, after poha I am feeling so drowsy. I cancelled poha. Slowly one day that eureka moment happened and I realized that these are all dead. And then I experimented. I got full grains, and I found that I am so energetic. First time I had wheat in my house. After years I had wheat. I just had the sabut gehu and I told my maid, kisi ki khichdi bana. Hardly people have gehu ki khichdi, but I had gehu ki khichdi. And then I found I have energy. I stopped eating dal also because of it. Because I used to say I have to eat dal and I am feeling tired. I saw that whenever I have split dal, I am tired. But if I have whole moong, I am fine. If I have whole chana, whole rajma, tuwar ki dal, I'm fine. So I started, having the whole dals back. Now I've started getting back to the food. I used to see that when I used to eat rice, I was fine. Rice is okay, it's whole. But rice, because we eat only the basmati, the whole one, not the cut rice. Always eat the full rice. That is why when we had Chakra Yogi class, I brought atta from my house. I told the people, you take atta from my house. So that's why people could sit alert in the chair even after food till night. From morning 9 o'clock till evening 8:30, we had class and nobody was yawning. And today I saw in the morning only people are yawning. Yes, bread, you eat bread and all, you are tired. All this is dead. You are thinking I'm eating, but it is giving your stomach a kind of feeling that you are full, but you are spending energy to digest the bread. So sad it is, so sad.
I will not even ask about non-veg now.
See, non-veg, if it is freshly cut, it's okay. But people are eating frozen, no? If you have a frozen meat, it is dead. You eat mutton frozen, it is dead. Anything frozen is dead body. Egg is okay, no? Egg is fine. Egg is whatever. Egg is not dead food. Egg is fine. Dry fruit is perfect. Dry fruit is perfect. See, all the grains, they are perfect. Because if you take a grain and you put it in the mud, do you know it will sprout? Yes or no? Everything that is alive and can sprout is alive. Nuts are wonderful, but eat the whole nuts. You see, I have a habit of keeping nuts in my drawer. Like right now when everybody was having biscuit, I was having nuts. Right? I always keep nuts with me. Whenever I am hungry, I eat some nut. But nuts also, be very careful. Don't eat the chopped nuts in the market. Eat the full nuts. And don't eat the roasted nuts. They are dead. So eat the raw nuts. आपने मेरा पूरा खाने का पता नहीं क्या कर दिया. But see, these are things which we have to follow. That is why food is called sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. But people have never explained what is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. All the food that I am talking about is tamasic. They are dark energy. They are dead. They pull you down into lethargy, sluggishness. Today, if you feel all the time lazy when you think, right? You feel lazy, you want to sleep all the time, you are not able to really think clearly with focus, it's because you are eating dead. It's okay, jaggery is fine. Jaggery is like that only. So jaggery is alive. Nut is alive. So jaggery and nut is together alive. It's alive. You can eat chickpea. Chickpea is there. But then you have to see that the chickpea should be fresh. See if it is fresh chickpea, because even the nut is roasted, and after roasting it will survive for maybe 1 week or 2 weeks, but not for very long. If it is fresh chickpea, you can have it. But it's a simple experiment. From today, you start noticing. I had that, how did I feel? I had that, how did I feel? So I will recommend all of you get a atta chakki in the house. Please make your besan in the house. Please make your gehu in the house. Please make your idli ka atta in the house. Right? And have whole grains, like in dal and all, have everything whole. Rice is no problem. Whenever you cook your food, cook fresh in the morning, eat in the afternoon. I understand ladies are working, but still, when you come back home, cook one vegetable and have in the night. The dal, when you cook, it can survive for many hours. So if you make a dal in the morning, it's okay to eat in the evening, because there are things which can survive for long. So if you make a masoor ki dal or tuwar ki dal in the morning, it's okay to have in the night. No problem, it does survive. But don't try to eat it for a couple of days. Like whole chola and all, they do survive. But sabji and all, they don't survive for whole 9-10 hours. 5-6 hours are okay, they will survive. You just think that if you didn't have a refrigerator, right, and you kept the food out, right, you cooked the food and you kept out, will it survive? Because nature is very kind. Nature did not expect you to have refrigerators. So what nature did, if the food is not good, the smell will come. Yes, the smell shows that it is dead. So today if you keep your sabji, you make a sabji in the morning and you keep it continuing till the night, late, will the sabji be same smell or the smell will change? It means it will only survive for that many hours. 5-6 hours, nothing happens. Same thing, dal you make in the morning, you keep it in a bowl outside, evening also the dal will taste the same. But you try it next day, it will spoil. So this will give you an idea. So even the fresh atta that you make, you have to immediately put it in water at that time and cook it that time. Because it will make a huge difference in your energy. I have been experimenting with it, and after only when I changed my lifestyle of food, I noticed that I had a lot of energy. Otherwise you have weight but you don't have energy. So I noticed that I was able to meditate very clearly. I was not sleepy when I meditated. It's all because of my food. Now every morning my routine is I just have a glass of fresh juice. And I'm myself surprised, I have not one, I have 2 glasses of fresh juice. But after that glass, till 1 o'clock, I don't feel hungry at all. At all I don't feel hungry. Because it gives me so much prana in my body. So much prana I have. Here you eat one aloo paratha also and you come to office and you are waiting when it will be lunch time. So there is no prana, no? Your body needs prana. So you start this. Morning just have fruit juice also now. Or even you have egg. I mean if people were eating egg and all. Or you have fresh ground atta. With that you make paratha and have. No issue. You should avoid bread. I know that most of our breakfast is made of this only. Poha, upama, dalia. I know this is breakfast, but we need to change. At least spiritual people have to change before it is too late. So better to have one fresh ground atta paratha in the morning, or if you agree to me, have a glass of milk in the morning or have a glass of fresh juice in the morning. Maybe 3-4 days you will feel different, 3-4 days, because you are used to eating heavy. But if you are able to survive for that 3-4 days, you just with that glass of juice, you will realize that by 1 o'clock you are not hungry at all. You have so much of strength in your body. And then in the lunch, whatever you are carrying, rice, roti, vegetables, dal, eat that. And dinner time, try to eat very light. For meditation, I don't recommend eating wheat and rice in the night. I will suggest eat light in the night. Eat salad, huge bowl of salad. You can have lot of fruits in the night, right? But avoid eating too much heavy in the night. So finally what you need is prana. You need prana, right? Always will give you that. Clear everybody? So,
taking these capsules and vitamin tablets, protein tablets,
all are dead. Everything is dead. All story. Which person has got vitamin in their life after eating vitamin tablet? All useless. You just pop in thinking I am getting minerals and vitamin. And when you see your health, you are all weak. Eat food. Eat fresh fruits. Eat fresh vegetables. You will get everything that you want.
Madam, what about tea, coffee?
Tea, coffee are strictly no-no for meditators. Because what happens with tea and coffee is that you get excited. When you get excited, you feel low also. And then you start yearning for coffee again. In spiritual, we can't have anything that excites us. So slowly we have to give it up.
green tea.
Green tea also, no tea. I have not smelled tea for the past maybe 1.25 years. No tea, no coffee. I have not smelled it also. I may not have even a sip of it. I have not had. But previously I was an addict. I used to love, so I used to have so many, and my people in the office knew that if my phone is ringing means I am asking for tea. But then, one day I suddenly realized that it is a kind of craving, that you want it 3 times a day or 4 times a day. It's like a craving. But then when I realized it's a craving, I did this pratyahar to come out of it. So initially it seemed very difficult, 3-4 days. But after that, when I came out, I felt very cleansed. And slowly over time, I just give it up. So no coffee, no tea, no green tea, no type of, you can't have then I'll have chilled tea or I'll have this tea. Just don't have tea and coffee. Don't excite yourself externally at all, because the inside world is actually very exciting. Why to go for some external excitement and disrupt that world? So, basically what we were talking of prana. Yes? So we get prana from the food. But today when you are not getting prana from food because of the type of food you are eating, you are dependent on the prana from the breath. Because breath is something you are doing every second of your life. Right? So it is very important. So now understand that the breath and the thoughts are connected. Today when your thoughts are all in the outside world, the prana of your breath is working for the outside world. Where your thoughts go, you are materializing. Your thoughts are going to your rittis, and when they go to the rittis, they get stuck there. You see, whenever you think of pleasure and pain, you keep on thinking about it, and many things get connected. Yes or no? You keep on thinking about it, all your prana, all your energy is going there, so be it, you have materialized. हो गया सच, जिससे आप डरते थे आपके सामने आ गया. It has come in front of. और जो दुखी वाली चीजें होती हैं तो ज्यादा खींचती हैं, प्लेजर वाली चीजें कम खींचती हैं. Today, if you are doing a positive affirmation that I want this in my life, you made a vision board. You see that only when you look at the vision board, you are able to think about it. But most of the time, your thoughts are going of not getting it. The negative shouts louder, always. So when you think about it, your energy goes there, and so be it. It doesn't matter. So today, the aim, ultimate aim of all the meditations is to tell your thoughts, please come to the right place, which is here, which is Atma. मुझे पता है मुझे कहाँ जाना है, मुझे पता है what I need to achieve in my life. I know what are my desires. So you try to bring your breath here. You try to bring your breath here. You try to bring your man here. You try to bring all your prana to the Atma. Then only you become a creator. Self-realization is having your complete breath work for you. That is self-realization. Let us clap for that. See, whatever you're doing kumbhak, you're doing any pranayam, it is basically to tell the breath, you have to listen to me. It is like pratyahar, it is about doing fasting. आप फास्टिंग में क्या करते हो? कभी खाना खा रहे हो, कभी नहीं खा रहे हो, कभी पूरे दिन नहीं खा रहे हो, कभी ओनली पानी पे रह रहे हो. It's fasting, right? You are telling the stomach, I will tell you when to eat. So similarly, when you breathe, you will tell the breath, I will tell you where to go. Whether you do Bhastrika, you do Kapalbhati, you do Kumbhak, you do Alom Vilom, you are basically telling the breath, I will tell you what to do. It is like controlling, it is like taming the breath. And people who do pranayam very sincerely, with the right knowledge of why I am doing, they are able to control their thoughts. That's why pranayam is a very important technique that people use. Clear? Now, we come to the next blockage of Hrit Padma chakra, which is pain. Whenever you have pain in your life, the chakra is blocked because this pain will cause separation. Pain will not allow you to open up the chakra with love. Because finally this chakra is called the sacred heart chakra, chakra of love. When there is no love, the chakra is blocked. What does it mean? Your Atma is pure love. Your Atma can only experience itself when there is love. When there is pain, the Atma is closed. It is something like electricity. You switch on the button, there is electricity. You switch off the button, there is darkness. Similarly, if there is love, then you are in the now, the button is on. We were just not talking about intelligence. On intelligence, we went to pranayama. What is intelligence? That was your question, right? What is intelligence? The Atma is intelligence. Why we are not able to be intelligent 24/7? Because you are not in the now 24/7. If you are in the now, every moment of your life, you are intelligent all the time. And only you don't have to become intelligent, you don't have to think intelligence. Your Atma is intelligent. When you call some person as dumb-witted, when you call someone as not having enough, brains, it's actually he's not in the now. He's all the time here and there, so he's not able to tap his intelligence. Intelligence is not connected with the brain, but intelligence uses your knowledge. Knowledge is the mind, right? So knowledge you need. So that's why Hrit Padma chakra comes later. The Manipur chakra is the chakra for mind, knowledge. So once you have knowledge, then only you are able to do the discrimination, what is right, what is wrong, able to do meditation, to come in the now, and then your intelligence will come. Otherwise, without jnana, you can't have bhakti, you can't have any yoga without jnana. So you need the knowledge first. So, how to come out of the pain? Now this chakra, as we said, it is a chakra of love. Till you have hurt, till you have pain inside. See, today we can't guarantee that the world will be a good place. Yes, there are people cruel in this world. There are people bad in this world. There are negativities in this world. Yes, in your own family also, there might be issues which is very difficult for you to face. It could be with your closed ones. Right? There is negativity, we can't avoid it. Yes, it is there. Today, if you keep on looking at the negativity, that's not the solution, because you keep on having hurt, pain, etc. You can't. So how can you become pure? How can you be at peace? How can you flower your love in the midst of all the negativity? In the midst of all the negativity. The negativity would be very, very inside your house also. That lesson comes from Mahalakshmi. She tells you that below there is swamp, there is teacher. You have to make your pure lotus come above the swamp and sit over it. You have to learn to rise above the negativity. You have to rise above. There are people who have got a very cruel nature, maybe in your environment. You have to rise above. If there is something you can't deal with it, rise above it. Know that it is there around me. Maybe there is disharmony in your house. There is disharmony in your environment. But you have to learn to rise above it, not affected in your own pristine lotus. You sit on your pristine lotus, knowing that the stem of the lotus, the root of the lotus is inside the swamp. All your nutrition that you are getting in your life is from the swamp. Today, because there are problems in this world, only because of the problems we are able to use our intelligence. We cannot survive if there are no problems. Necessity is the mother of all inventions. We need problems to survive in our life, that is the truth. If there were no struggles, there were no obstacles, there was no necessity, there was no need. We need problems in our life. Why? For the survival of our soul. The body might not need obstacles. The mind might not need. The senses might not need. But the soul needs obstacles to survive, because soul is pure intelligence. And today if there is nothing to solve, what will the soul do? So today that is why the world is made like this. Made up of two opposing poles, dark and light. Even the dark is becoming stronger, even the light is becoming stronger. Today there are healers coming out in the world, speakers coming out in the world, showing people the power of love, power of healing. There are also hate speeches going on, where people are telling, come on, fight for your rights, nobody is yours, you are victimized, you are tortured, come on, fight. So there are people who are talking like this also, and there are people talking about Aman Shanti also. But this is how the world is made. We better accept it. We better accept it. It's made like this, it is designed like this. The world cannot become a beautiful place. You have to make it beautiful by sitting on the lotus on top of it. You have to accept it. It will remain all the time like this. Even in the time of our gods, there were Asur, Rakshas, Dana, Daitya, सब था. वो अभी भी अलग-अलग फॉर्म्स में आ रहे हैं. Crooked फॉर्म्स में आ रहे हैं. Viruses के फॉर्म्स में आ रहे हैं. We have to accept. We have to accept whatever is happening. जितना अपना इंटरनेट, सिक्योरिटी, डिपेंडेंसी सब बढ़ रही है, उसके साथ साथ ये अटैक्स, एजेंट्स सब आ रहे हैं. But we can't be negative about it. We have to accept that this is a part of it, and how can I use my intelligence to become smarter than them. They will try to become smarter, you also have to try to become smarter. Let's see who wins. That's why this is a game. यही तो game है. The day you start looking at it like a game, it will not seem so troublesome. You will see that the person who is irritated because of this is just your mind, body, senses. And they are just definitions, they are just illusions. So, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, she resides in this. And she tells you, I will only come when you rise above all the impurity. She doesn't come in a house where there is kalesh. Whenever there is disharmony in a company between the partners, disharmony in a company between the people, whenever there is a disharmony in the house, Lakshmi will not stay. Today, if you want wealth, you want abundance in your surroundings, you have to have harmony and love. Only then there will be. She will walk in the house. That's why during Diwali, what do we do? What do we do during Diwali? We clean the house. Yes, all the impurities. Significantly, cleaning the house is getting rid of the clutter, past memories, etc. So we clean the house on Diwali. And then what do we do on Diwali? We meet everybody. Right? We give them sweets, we meet our close ones. It is like a festival of love. We light a deepak, young deepak, where we say to ward away all the darkness. And do you know what is the significance of the elephants which are watering her? What is the significance of the 2 elephants which are watering us? Elephants are old memories. What do they tell about elephant? Elephant never forgets. Elephant means memories. पुरानी बातें, पुरानी बातों को छोड़ो, उस पे पानी डालो. That's why the elephant is throwing water. छोड़ो छोड़ो पुरानी बातें, चलो चलो छोड़ो, जो हो गया सो हो गया. Look in the now. Now is very pure. Now is very pure. Today, if you come just in the now, is anyone bad? Today, if you sit in this room and I ask you, is anybody bad? Is anyone cruel? Are you sad? Are you unhappy? No. You'll have to go back. Oh, am I unhappy? हाँ, मेरे साथ ये हुआ था. Because of this, I am unhappy. You'll have to go back into your chitta, ask the question, and then you will know. If you look in the now, you are all happy. Everything is fine. आपने आज खाना भी खा लिया, पी भी लिया, कपड़े भी पहन लिए, नहा भी लिए, सब बढ़िया है. You are here. You are all fine. Everybody is fine in the now. To think whether you are happy and happy, you hate someone or you love someone, you have to go back. You have to think. You have to form a judgment. In the now, you are very pure. Lakshmi signifies watering down of the old memories, rising above all the negativity, knowing that these are all my definitions, and sitting on that pure, pristine lotus, realizing that today I am creative. I can create nothing. I can create something out of nothing. Out of even a creature, I can create such a beautiful lotus. She signifies the power of creativity. Because today you can become creative in this world only because there is a swan. Whenever there are troubles, only then a creator can emerge. That's why the Gita says, Yada yada hi dharmasya gnane bhakti bharata. Whenever there is a problem, a Krishna, a creator emerges. Wherever there is a problem in administration, an administrator will emerge. Whenever there is any problem in the world, only one person will emerge, no? Why did Facebook emerge? Because people wanted to connect with each other. There was a communication problem. That is why this emerged. Then there was a transport problem. People are not able to go and travel. So Amazon, Flipkart emerged. Yes or no? People didn't have time. I don't have time to go and buy. They emerged. So out of all the problems, only some creation is emerging, no? So creation can only emerge from Swan. So we have to respect. The day we start respecting whatever is happening in our life, we become quiet. Because ultimately our man has to be told, there is no trouble, don't run, come to me. Come to me, I have to become a creator. I want your power. I want the power of the thoughts to do what I want. Come to me. But it will not come to you till you tell him, oh, this is difficult, this is painful, this is hurting. The world is this, world is that. It will not come to you. You have to tell everything is okay, dear, everything is okay, come to me. Now this is the most important trait of Hrit Padma Chakra. Yes? What are the different traits we covered? One is selfishness. In selfishness, we learned the value of true love. So that is also, we could have included that as a chapter. That one is true love. then selfishness, self-worth, then pain and hate. We have to come out. Basically, this chakra is of extreme purity. So that is why all these lessons are coming and realizing that you are one with everybody. It is in this chakra where you get united with Paramatma in the heart chakra and you realize Shivoham in this chakra. So basically now we are talking about control. Now this is a very, very important lesson of the Hrit Padma. Tell me, which person thinks that I am not controlling in my life? किस किस को लगता है कि मैं लाइफ में कोई कंट्रोल नहीं करता, कंट्रोल नहीं करता हूँ? Raise your hands. Control means I am not controlling in my life, whether it towards people or towards situation. I am not controlling. Please raise your hands. Yes? You feel you are not controlling. Okay. Do you feel that you are controlled in your life? You are controlled in your life, but you are not controlling. Okay. So what I would like to say that every person in the world who has not yet achieved self-realization, either he is controlled or he is controlling or he is at loss of control. These three situations, and this is the most tough lesson of this chakra. I'll tell you why it is so tough. Toughest lesson of this chakra is how to leave control. How to leave control. Now understand, today every moment you are trying to control life and situations the way it should be. You've defined how they should be. भाई ऐसा ही होना चाहिए, चीजों को ऐसा होना चाहिए. When they are not as per how you want them to be, you feel frustrated, angry, helpless. You are every moment you are trying to control. You are trying to control your family, your children. If your child doesn't get good marks, why you are angry? Because you are trying to control your child. Today, somewhere you see your spouse, maybe with some friends, having a glass of drink. How much terrorized you feel? Immediately you try to control. Phone करके कहाँ हो भाई, कहाँ हो, कब आ रहे हो, किधर पहुँच गए? बच्चों को every moment controlling. Controlling happens in many ways. कुछ होता है physical controlling, mental controlling, emotional controlling. Because I love you, you should not do this. Financial controlling. Today, if a man is working, he is trying to financially control his children and his wife. You better behave like this. It's a very invisible type of control through which the ego of your Atma survives in this world. And every person in this world is either controlling or being controlled. And controlling people is still very obvious to see. Controlling people is still very obvious to see. Do you realize you are even controlling situations? If you didn't get what you want, right? If the train didn't come on time, or the rain is happening, for everything you notice, you are not getting promotion on your time, the kind of salary that you expect, what is happening with you and what you want to happen with you, for everything you are trying to control, and that is the main cause of suffering in your life, because you are trying to control. You are trying to control. Notice, you are trying to control everything. And why are you trying to control everything? कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए, मेरा परिवार सब ठीक होना चाहिए, मेरा जॉब ठीक होना चाहिए, एटलीस्ट इतना तो होना चाहिए कि जॉब हो, परिवार ठीक हो, बच्चे अच्छा कर रहे हो, इतना तो हो. Everyone has defined उनका मिनिमम या उनका बेसिक. Everyone has defined. You are trying to control. Why are you trying to control? Is the question.
Fear.
Fear of what?
Uncertainty. Uncertainty.
Yes, it is uncertainty, it is fear, that is why you are trying to control. But what is the fear? You are controlling out of a fear of survival. Survival of whom? Survival of your identity. You feel that you are that because of this identity. Why is a husband trying to control his wife and children? Because he feels I am a husband. Things should happen the way I want. My child should do this, my wife should do this. In society I should this. They are controlling everybody's behavior. And how do they control? They feel, they get upset, they get angry. All the time they are trying to change the person to think and believe the way they are.
So ego plays a role.
It's only ego. Everything is ego. All the lessons are because of ego. And you are trying to control because of you feel your survival depends on that. And that's why this chakra is connected to all the 7 chakras. This chakra is connected to the Mooladhara. Because somewhere you are controlling your family, your job, your career, your money. Because you have a fear of survival in the Mooladhara. Somewhere you are trying to control your relationships. Because you feel your identity depends on this. You are trying to control in your Manipur. Because you feel your mind, your role play depends on this. You are trying to control your loved ones. The moment you fall in love, how much control happens? Please call me, huh? Why did you call me? You were free, still why didn't you call me? Every time, meet me, call me, all types of expectations, everything comes because you are trying to control, because you feel, this is my identity. You are trying to control in all your 7 chakras. And that is why this chakra actually blocks all the other chakras. If a person has got a problem like arthritis, which is a Mooladhara chakra problem, you have to cure not only the Mooladhara, you have to cure the Hrit Padma chakra also. Yes. Yes, we are going to talk that also. Right now I am just talking very obvious one, we are controlling people. Right? You are controlling people. You don't want them to behave differently. That is why you get angry, upset when they behave in a different way, because actually you are trying to control. Because you want to survive, no? And you are controlling many things in different forms. And when we talk about controlling situations, you are controlling your job. Why did I lose my job? They get so upset, I lost my job. They are not realizing. Maybe they lost their job because they better now start doing what they love to do, which is their business. They have been praying to Mahalakshmi, please give me wealth, give me wealth. Now she is told, go, do your business. Because you are not ready to leave your job. So she made you leave your job so that you go and do your business. But then you are complaining. Why? Everywhere there is a why. Yeah, but that is your reference. No, it's your definition. They don't believe. They feel that their sleeping late is discipline. Everyone has got a way of living life, a choice. Today, why you are controlling is because you feel that is the right way, but not necessarily they agree to it. Not necessary. Today, the chakra gets blocked because of controlling, and that is why people have BP, blood pressure. Pressure. Either they are being controlled or they are controlling. That is BP.
So my pressure is high or low? My blood pressure is low.
Good question. I think that people who are controlling, they will have high BP, and people who are controlled will have low BP. And it's a very difficult lesson to learn, because I'll slowly tell you how it is so difficult to learn. And today, you are even controlling relationships. You are controlling situations. You are controlling everything the way it is, because you feel you need it for your survival.
Controlled is also...
Exactly. See, it is blocked because of 3 reasons. Either you are controlling, second you are being controlled, and third is you think you have no control. Total loss of control also blocks this chakra. So one is, let us talk one by one, otherwise you will be confused. It will be all knowledge but no understanding. But you have to understand that, why you don't want to control. First understand.
Let's go step by step.
Because see, if you say like this, you will not understand. So let's start slowly. First, you are controlling, right? You are controlling your people around you, and you will notice like that. If you often call your children, बेटा कहाँ पहुँच गया, क्या कर रहा है, खाना खाया कि नहीं, वो क्या नहीं, अरे वो खाना उसको नहीं पता क्या, मुझे खाना खाना है. So all the time, if you are calling your husband also, ये कर लिया कि नहीं, कितने बजे निकल रहे हो, it's actually an invisible form of control, and that person feels stifled. He wants to breathe. He wants to come out of that thing and breathe. So one is that you are controlling your relationships also. Today, if your friends don't behave the way you want, and you are upset, you are sad, कि मैंने इतना किया, ये ऐसा क्यों किया, इसने ऐसे क्यों नहीं बात की मेरे से, why she did like this, is actually all control. So one is in relationships you are controlling. Second is in career you are controlling. They did not give me promotion, they did not give me raise, they did not appreciate me, how much hard I work, this doesn't happen to me, Everywhere where you are whining, dining, complaining, it's all controlling. You're trying to control the way they should behave. It's a control. It's happening in every situation. And second is, you are controlled. How will you know you are controlled? If every time you want to do something, you feel what that person will do. What will he want? What will he expect of me? If all the time, whenever you want to do a decision, another person comes or his priorities come. Today even employers are controlled by their employees. If you have got one very good employee in your company and you want to do something which will jeopardize that employee, today you want to take a decision which will jeopardize that employee, your mind will go, should I do it or not? Should I do it? Your mind will think whether I should do. Today if you are working with a partner in a business and you feel that I want to start one business of my own. We are doing this together, but I want to start some business of my own. But every time you think, you say, oh, what will he think? Kya sochega? You're being controlled. Somewhere you realize you're being controlled. If you are a wife and all the time you think, I just have to ask my husband. He will not say no, I just have to ask him. You're being controlled. Right now I'm treating a lady, she has got fits because this chakra causes paralysis, fits, nerve problems. So she has got seizure problem, but actually her problem is because she feels she is controlled. But her husband only comes to get her cured and he says, "Man, I am not controlling." But the lady feels that she is controlled. But the man says that I expect her to at least tell me or ask me whatever she is doing because many times she does mistakes. But the lady, she has that block in her mind that whatever I want to do, I can't think clearly because every time I have to ask him, I have to ask the family. I can't decide everything on my own. I agree they don't say no for most of the things, but I have to ask. That is control. See, one, it comes naturally because you are friends, you are friends in stability. One thing is which comes very logically, right? Today between a husband and wife, if the relationship is not of control, it is possible that you will communicate, you will talk to each other and then take a decision. But today if you are blocked in your decision making or in your action because you think of what that person will do or say or that you need approval of that person, you are actually controlled. Even that husband is invisibly controlling the wife because he feels that she is not smart enough or she is not intelligent enough or she won't be able to do the thing right. So he controls invisibly and the lady gets controlled because somewhere she feels it could be low self-worth or a kind of dependency. It could be any reason, but you are mentally controlled. So one is either you are controlling or you are getting controlled. You say, ma'am, I don't think so, I am getting controlled or I am controlling. Today, if you have got the slightest irritation, anger, frustration, helplessness in your life, it is one of the reasons. आज लाइफ में अगर एल्बर्ट पिंटो को गुस्सा आता है, it's because of control. Anything that makes you irritated is because of control. Because you are trying to control their behavior, you are trying to control how they should be, and that is your reference, that is your identification. Any kind of negative emotion happens because somewhere you are controlling. Now I tell you the third scenario. You are controlling situations. You are controlling situations. Means you want the situation to be exactly as you want. That everything in the world, has got a meaning behind it and it teaches you something. Right? It teaches you something. There is meaning behind it. Right? So, basically I learned one very important lesson. That everything is Purna. Purna. Everything in this world is complete. It's complete. You will say, how come you are having losses, your house is burning, your big losses are happening, how can you call it Purna? Even then you have to call it Purna. Because there is nothing incomplete. Right? Today when you call a situation incomplete, what will happen? Today there are many situations in your life, in your work, you are calling them incomplete. You are calling them, this is not what I want, this is incorrect, this is wrong. When you call situations incorrect, there are three things which can happen, three scenarios. One is you call it incorrect, you fret over it, you fume over it, you are anxious, you are frustrated and you leave it. Yes? आज कोई भी situation हो सकती है जो आप कह सकते हो कि incomplete है यार ये गलत है. Understand? It could be the behavior of a person towards you. It could be your success in your career. It could be your business. आज अगर आपको दिखता है कि मैं कोई बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ, इसमें क्लाइंट्स नहीं आ रहे हैं, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, क्या होगा? एक तो आप कहोगे ये चॉइस ही गलत है, बिजनेस ही गलत है, यू आर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, यू लीव इट एंड यू गो बैक टू जॉब और यू गो बैक टू अनदर बिजनेस. यस? सो वन इज यू गेट स्टक विथ इमोशंस. Second, you think that yes, there is a problem, I need to do something about it, I need to solve the problem, right? I have to do something about it. My manager is very angry with me, he is not appreciating me, I am not getting promotion in my company, so I should do something about it. Yeah, my business is not running well, I should see where are the loopholes and I should plug them. Yes? So second situation is you see that yes, there is a problem and then you find the solution. Clear? There is a third also. First is you see that it is a wrong situation, it is totally incorrect, it is totally apurna, incomplete. So what will happen? You get stuck and you leave it. Second is you say that yes, it is a wrong situation, it is an incomplete situation and you solve it. Clear? You plug the hole. What is the third? Third is what enlightened people do. They will look at the situation that it is complete, it is not incomplete. It is a situation, it is complete for what it wants. It's a complete situation. What they will do? They will make it more complete as per what parameters they are getting. That yes, the boss is angry with me, there is a reason behind it, he's teaching me something, there is nothing to get anxious or worried about, it is a complete situation. They solve the complete situation and then the complete situation leads to another complete situation. Another complete situation, they keep on evolving. They will see it as complete, make it more complete, and when they make it more complete, they get into the habit of making complete more complete, complete more complete, complete more complete. And that is Purnamadha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnam, Udyachite. Purna से ही पूर्ण निकलता है, उद्य होता है, उदय होता है. पूर्ण से ही पूर्ण निकलता है. There is nothing अपूर्ण. Purnam adha, Purnam idam. Purnat, Purnam, Udyachite. पूर्णस्य पूर्णम आदाय पूर्णम एवा अवशिष्यते. जब पूर्ण से पूर्ण निकलता है तो ये भी पूर्ण होता है और ये भी पूर्ण होता है. Today if you had a trouble in your business and you troubleshooted it so that you came to the next level, the trouble was complete. Because of that complete trouble you troubleshooted it and it became complete. ना ये incomplete था और ना ये incomplete है. और इस complete से भी एक और complete निकली. Everything is complete, 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 complete. Then you don't feel stuck. It teaches you the lesson, everything is complete. So understand, suppose आपका बच्चा फेल हो रहा है, right? अब आप बोलोगे यार वरी बजाओगे, क्यों हो रहा है, क्यों फेल हो रहा है, इसको ट्यूशन के पास ले जाओगे, बार बार बच्चे को फोन करोगे. That is controlling. That is control. आज अगर आप देखोगे कि हाँ बच्चा फेल हो रहा है, सबसे पहले अपनी एंजाइटी निकालो और कंट्रोल छोड़ो, सारा कंट्रोल छोड़ो. बोला आई डोंट हैव कंट्रोल ओवर माय चाइल्ड, बिल्कुल नहीं. अब ये है कि यस वो फेल हो रहा है, ओके. अब क्या सिचुएशन है? यस वो फेल हो रहा है, इट्स अ सिचुएशन. जब आप देखोगे क्यों फेल हो रहा है, वो कंप्लीट सिचुएशन है, तो बैठ के सोचोगे क्यों फेल हो रहा है, क्यों मार्क्स आ रहे हैं उसके 40%. ऑफ कोर्स व्हेन यू एक्सेप्ट द सिचुएशन डजंट मीन यू से 40 इज वेरी गुड. ऑफ कोर्स 40 इज बैड. So then you say, यार ये 40 मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, क्या करना चाहिए? No anxiety, nothing. It's a complete situation. There is no control. जब आप उसको properly देखोगे तो आपको दिखेगा. बच्चे को नहीं पसंद ये सब चीज़. बच्चे को कॉमर्स में डाला है, वो आर्ट्स का बच्चा है. He doesn't like it. Or maybe the school is not right for him. Or maybe he wants your time. Maybe he wants, your love, your attention. Maybe he wants something in your life. तो जब आप control छोड़ दोगे, there is no anxiety, there is no nervousness, there is no fear. कि बच्चे का क्या होगा. और जब उसको शांति से बैठ के देखोगे तो बच्चा भी जो है वो इवॉल्व होगा. सबसे बड़ा लेसन व्हाट आई लर्न वाज बिकॉज ऑफ कंट्रोल द अदर सोल गेट्स अफेक्टेड. व्हेन यू कंट्रोल एन अनदर सोल हिज माइंड गेट्स अफेक्टेड. द माइंड ऑफ द पीपल गेट अफेक्टेड व्हेन यू कंट्रोल. Today, if you are a controlling father, your child cannot think. You are thinking, no, I want my child to be like this, like this, like this. Your child cannot think because you are controlling. Today, if you are an employer, your employees cannot think because you are controlling. Because we are Atma, no? We have the power to control. We have the power to control others' mind. So today, if you are controlling your child, you are controlling your wife, you are controlling anybody, you are controlling your employees cannot think. You have to totally blast all the controls, totally release all the controls. Hrit Padma Chakra teaches you everything is perfect. आज इस समय जो हो रहा है, it is happening because you have to learn certain lessons. You have to learn. You have to evolve. A new Purnam has to emerge. In my case, all my Purnam is to do with lessons which I have to give to the world. It is all because my lessons are everything that I have to learn so that I can impart them to the world. In your case, the lessons could be that you have to, you have to learn, how to move on, how to forgive, how to use your intelligence to find a solution. So understand that Hrit Padma Chakra teaches you that you have to go totally inside. You have to be inside. You have to just be inside. And you have to look every situation that comes and say, aha, there is a situation. Okay, let me do this. Then another situation. Aha, there is a situation. This is what I am going to do. Every situation is an aha, let me do something about it. Aha, let me do something about it. Let me live my being in every situation. Don't connect. Don't connect. It requires you to go totally inside without any definition of the outside world. You don't have to define the outside world in any way. That nahi, if my child doesn't do well, kya hoga, uske career ka. Don't do all these things. These are all definitions. All definitions. All fear of survival. Just remove all those extra definitions of past and future and look. Aha, this is the situation. Now what can I do? Now what should I do? What is the thing that I can do? How can I live my being through this? It is like looking at every situation from inside and then looking at it very impersonally and saying, okay, how do I live my being? There is zero self-control. We should have zero self-control. At the same time, we should not be controlled by anybody. You should not control any situation. And why they should be self-controlled? You are just living your being. When you live your being, there is no control. No control over your body, mind, senses and all. It's basically you are living your being. There is no self-control. It's just living yourself. But when you go deeply inside, you just have to look at a moment as a complete moment and express yourself. Look at every moment and express yourself, and that is Ananda. That is Ananda. That's the only way you can live in Ananda. Because that is your true nature. Today, you can't be affected with what is happening in the outside world and get disturbed. You're not designed for that. How much ever you think is important for you. How much ever you think is important for you. Today, because of your meditation, you have come to a certain level. Many things don't affect you. But everything doesn't affect you. Have you come to a position that nothing affects you? For that, you have to leave control. How it should be, what it should be. You should know that the current moment that has appeared is a permutation and combination of many past events and many of your desires in the future. It is the perfect event that has manifested. It's a Purna and it will lead to another. It had to happen. You can't avoid it. उसको होना ही था. जो हो रहा है वो अच्छा है. जो होगा वो अच्छा होगा. जो हुआ था वो तो था ही अच्छा. You have to look at every moment as positive. Everything as positive. See, understand, Hrit Padma Chakra comes into being when already you have cleared the 7 chakras and learned their lessons of alignment. Once your body, mind, senses are in alignment with you, there is no self-control needed. That's why I said it's a little occult chakra. So, all that comes, the self-discipline, your alignment, that is a prerequisite. But there should be no self-control. Whenever you say there is nothing called self-control, of course you have to control your senses, you have to do pratyahar, you have to control your thoughts. But that is basically aligning of the egos. right? To align your direction in life. That is not called self-control. Neither you should be controlled by anybody. And today, if you really start thinking in your life, how am I controlled by whom? Maybe you're controlled by your parents. You don't even realize. You don't realize. Every time, you know, in your mind it is. If I want to do this, what will my mother think? What will my father think? You're either controlled by your parents, or you're controlled by your husband, or you're controlled by your company. Yesterday I met a person, he had diabetes. So I was asking him that what happened? Because diabetes means sugar. Sugar means sweetness of life, and you can't process sweetness in life. And this chakra is about Ananda. Yes, it's all about Ananda. You can't have, if you for a long period, if you are not in Ananda, you will have diabetes. Long period, if you are in negativity and frustration, you will have diabetes. So I asked him, how did you have it? So he told that I am working in a company for 12 years. They are not appreciating me. They are not giving me my due. I am paid a very low salary, and I am very frustrated, and I want to do my own business. I said, why didn't you do your own business? They said, no, I didn't have enough funds. I said, why didn't you go to another company? They said, I didn't get a job. Kya kare uska? He was frustrated, angry, got diabetes. And now he is having some nerve problems. Totally Hrit Padma chakra. Now the Rudraksha that work on this chakra are 7 mukhi, belonging to goddess Lakshmi. And the Gauri Shankar Rudraksh works on this chakra. Now Gauri Shankar Rudraksh is a Rudraksha for love, Shiva and Shakti. So this Rudraksha works on this chakra, but understand Gauri Shankar also comes with 1 to 21 mukhi. So for every chakra, if you want to remove the control, you have to wear a Gauri Shankar Kanta of 32 beads. And that is why many rishis and yogis, you see them wearing a Gauri Shankar Kanta. Because it is the Rudraksha which removes your control and lets you fly. Because today, if you want to be liberated, moksha, enlightened, with lightweight, you have to be liberated. So to be liberated, you need a Gauri Shankar Kanta. If you don't want to all wear Gauri Shankar Kanta and become like Babas, you can always wear 1 bead of Gauri Shankar and see the, how it helps you in, a lot of divine love. It helps you in feeling a lot of divine love in your life. And when you wear 7 mukhi, you feel instant purity. A lot of purity comes within you. That negativity goes within you after you wear 7. And gemstone, as I told this, diamond. When you release control, doesn't mean you don't do anything about the situation. But remove that anxiety, emotions, feeling of getting controlled, the anxiety that what if it starts before me, right? But yes, action we have to do. Action we have to do, but without control. Action we have to do. Like today, if I wanted my employees to work on the website, one is control, calling them all the time, when are you doing, how much it is done. It's like a calling, right? And one is trusting. Yes, they will do. They know it's important. If necessary, communicate with them the importance that it has to work. After that, sit back and relax and trust. They will have the intelligence to do it. Because they are me only, no, in another form. Today, if you are continuously, over your employees, breathing over their back all the time, ye kiya kya, wo kiya kya, and then feeling that why do I have such employees? It's because you are controlling them. Today, if you feel that your children are not so smart, because you are controlling them, their brain is not working, their natural function is not working. So today, we don't realize, even as parents, that all the time we are controlling the children. In some way, controlling how they behave, controlling how they do, controlling what is their vision in life. But one is when you release the control, doesn't mean aapne sab kuch chhod diya. You will look at them the way they are, you will see them in their natural trait, unki natural khushboo aapko dikhegi. और उसमें अगर they come to you for some advice, of course you have so much of knowledge because of chakra. Knowledge आप दे सकते हैं. But if they come to you for knowledge, don't try to give free funds. They are not interested. Don't give it to them. Don't force it down their gut. They want, they will take knowledge from you. Otherwise, don't give it to them. If today we realize that everybody is an Atma and nobody wants to do it purposely. So एक होता है you present that this is good, this is the right way to do it, and you become an example yourself. Right? तो एक हम present कर देते हैं and we show it to others that this is a good way of doing it. Right? एक तो वो चीज होती है. And then trust. Very important part is trust that my family will also understand it and reciprocate it. And today, if they don't understand or they are going like that, look at it like a situation. Don't feel upset about it. Don't feel angry about it. If they don't do like this, you have to then find a way. See, आपको कंट्रोल कब लगेगा? जब आप एक नेगेटिविटी आएगी रिलेशनशिप में, आपको लगेगा पुशफुल है, उनको भी लगेगा पुशफुल है. Then you will come to
Suggestion we can give. Suggestion we can try to give.
We can try. I understand कि पेरेंट्स जब बच्चे को बड़ा करते हैं तो बहुत सारे इमोशंस के साथ सारे चक्र जो है वो फैमिली लाइफ में ही बैलेंस हो सकते हैं, क्योंकि इट इज द क्लोजेस्ट रिलेशनशिप विद इम्बैलेंस योर चक्रास. वो तो होता ही है. यू गो थ्रू सो मेनी बिकॉज यू गॉट अ रोल एज अ पेरेंट ऑल्सो. At the same time, you want the best for them, so you end up doing many things, but which are controlled, which actually harm the child. But today, if you realize that yes, my idea of discipline is my idea of discipline. It's not necessary. I can present it, and I can ask them, does their natural intelligence tell them that they want to do it? If they say yes, they are allowed. If they say no, you are happy with it equally. We should present it, and we should allow them to think and take their choices. Because even if they don't listen to you, the life will teach them. Yes, life is the biggest teacher. It will teach them. It's all incorrect. Because today you are no one to safeguard somebody, and no one to think that I don't have enough intelligence to safeguard myself. We have to allow the person to flower, to think on her own. What does she want? How does she want to be safeguard herself? Today all these controls are only happening because of this. And it's a difficult lesson, as I told you. It's not easy to learn lesson of self-control, but at least when you know the lesson, you are more self-aware. You can live a life of awareness. You can live a life, you can constantly watch yourself controlling. Sometimes it's emotions. And mostly we use love to control. We use love. We use money to control. That is Shukra. आपको पता है शुक्र जो planet है, उसका जो गुरु था, शुक्राचार्य. You know about the story of Shukracharya, that Shukracharya was the guru of all the demons. सारे राक्षसों का गुरु was Shukracharya. So you can understand that ये जो lesson है, people control, इसके जो दो characteristics होते हैं, प्यार और पैसा and power. People control with power, they control with पैसा, they control with प्यार. So that is all the working of the ego. It damages you finally, you get highlighted. So the day you realize this lesson and you leave the control and you trust, you will be surprised. Your children will come up, your spouse will start thinking, your employees will start working optimally. The world will become the way it should be, which is Purna. You focus on the negativity. ये मेरे साथ क्यों हुआ? मैंने क्या किया? You know, so because you focus on the negativity, you don't understand the meaning. I'm telling you, the world's worst disaster also has got a good meaning. You don't have to really try to find the meaning. What you need to do is you need to release control over it. जो हो रहा है वो होना था, वो होके ही रहेगा, उसको होना था. Let me not define कि वो अच्छा हुआ कि बुरा हुआ, वो हुआ है, बस हुआ है. Let me not define अच्छा बुरा is a perspective. उसको होना था और वो होकर रहेगा, उससे मुझे कुछ सिखा कर जाएगा, मुझे किस वे में इवॉल्व करके रहेगा. And I am ready for it. I allow. I am not the creator of it. It has happened. Release control is a lesson of this chakra. Release control.